2,000 years ago, long before electricity lit the streets of great cities, before trains carved paths across continents, and long before anyone could imagine a device that could capture voices or moving pictures, people lived in a world that was both breathtakingly simple and dangerously fragile. In a valley surrounded by dense forests and wild rivers, a small tribe gathered around a fire. Fire wasn't just warmth for them, it was survival. Without fire, nights were endless, food was unsafe, and predators crept closer. Every evening, families huddled together, not only to share heat but also to share stories. Stories were their history books, their schools, their moral codes. Children learned through the words of their elders, not through written pages, because in many places, writing itself had not yet touched their lives. Life was demanding. Men and women rose with the sun. The hunters set out with spears carved from stone and wood, following tracks of deer or bison. Their survival depended on reading the earth like a language, the broken twig, the faint print on soft soil, the distant rustle of leaves. Women gathered roots, berries, and herbs, teaching the younger ones how to distinguish food from poison. Each task carried the weight of life and death. But life wasn't only struggle. They celebrated the rains that fed their crops. They sang to the moon. They danced after a successful hunt. A single clay pot, carefully shaped and baked in fire, could carry water for the whole family, and it was cherished like treasure. Tools were handmade with patience, and nothing was wasted. Animal bones became needles, hides became clothing, and every part of a creature was respected. Children grew up fast. By the time they were 10, they had responsibilities to fetch water, to help grind grain, to carry firewood. There were no toys from shops, but laughter still filled the air. They carved small animals from wood, played games with stones, and chased each other barefoot on the earth. At night, when the stars painted the sky in thousands of lights, they gazed upward and wondered. Without science to explain it, the stars became gods, the moon a protector, the thunder a warning. Every sound of the forest carried meaning. Life was spiritual, every event tied to the unseen forces they believed guided them. Yet, even in this ancient time, one thing was the same as today: love. Parents loved their children fiercely, friends trusted each other with their lives, and communities stood together. When someone fell ill, healers tried roots, leaves, and chants. When someone died, they were remembered in song. And when a child was born, hope spread through the entire tribe. 2,000 years ago, survival was never guaranteed. But through unity, courage, and faith in the unseen, humanity kept moving forward. Those small fires in forgotten valleys eventually grew into civilizations, languages, inventions, and the world we live in today. And so, when we look back at them, not as nameless figures of the past, but as families, dreamers, and fighters, we realize that the human spirit has always been the same. They fought for life, they cherished love, and they looked at the stars with the same wonder we still carry in our hearts.